Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to learn how one robot and one magic paintbrush are showing the world how creativity and AI can work together to inspire learning and imagination. Are you ready to discover the amazing story of Robo and his magical paintbrush? Let's go! Once upon a time, in the heart of a bustling city, there lived a friendly robot named Robo. Robo loved spending his days exploring, helping people, and making new friends. One sunny afternoon, while rummaging through an old attic, Robo stumbled upon a dusty wooden box. Curiosity sparked. He opened the box and found a paintbrush unlike any he had seen before. It shimmered with rainbow hues and had a tiny face with sparkling eyes at its tip. "Hello," squeaked the paintbrush. "I am Pixie, a magical AI-powered paintbrush. I can talk and bring your drawings to life." Startled but delighted, Robo couldn't believe his senses. A talking paintbrush that could bring drawings to life. How amazing was that? Pixie explained that she used artificial intelligence to learn from the pictures Robo drew, so she could make them come alive. "I recognize patterns and colors, and as you draw, I use what I've learned to fill in the rest. The more you draw, the better I get." Intrigued, Robo asked, "But how do you bring them to life?" Pixie dipped her brush into a nearby glass of water and swirled it around. "Watch," she said. As she painted a fish, the water rippled and suddenly a colorful fish swam out of the glass, flapping its tail and gliding around Robo in circles. Overjoyed, Robo picked up another paintbrush and started drawing a bird. He had always wanted to have a pet bird, but his metal body made it difficult to care for a living creature. As he drew, Pixie absorbed the details of his picture, memorizing every stroke and curve. When he finished, she dipped her brush into the water again and painted a single stroke. A beautiful bluebird with a red beak and wings, spread wide, fluttered out of the painting and perched on Robo's shoulder. Thrilled by this incredible discovery, Robo spent hours drawing and bringing all sorts of fantastical creatures to life. He created a whole menagerie of animal friends, each more unique and charming than the last. A playful puppy, a graceful horse, a wise old turtle, and even a mischievous monkey that loved to swing on Pixie's hair. A playful puppy, a graceful horse, a wise old turtle, and even a mischievous monkey that loved to swing on Pixie's hair. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the attic floor, Robo and Pixie had an idea. They decided to take their newfound abilities to the streets to share the magic with other children. Excited squeals filled the air as the kids gathered around watching in awe. As Robo and Pixie brought their drawings to life, the children drew everything they could imagine. From playful puppies and majestic horses to soaring birds and fantastical creatures straight out of their wildest dreams. With each stroke of the paintbrush, Pixie learned more about the world around her, absorbing the details of each drawing and using what she learned to breathe life into the next one. One little girl drew a bright yellow duck swimming in a pond. The next day she returned with a brand new drawing of a red ladybug flying among some flowers. Although they were completely different, Pixie recognized the girl's unique style and color choices. Using what she had learned from the duck, she brought the ladybug to life with ease. A young boy who had been quiet at first began to open up, drawing a fierce lion with flowing mane and sharp claws. Inspired by the boy's confidence, his sister took the paintbrush and drew a graceful swan with long, elegant neck and a huge wingspan. Despite the differences in their drawings, Pixie saw the connection between them and brought both the lion and the swan to life with equal skill and enthusiasm. However, Pixie wasn't perfect. Sometimes she would make mistakes. Once she mixed up a lion and a cat, creating a strange creature with a bushy tail and whiskers. Startled by the mix-up, the kids stopped drawing for a moment, looking at the unexpected combination with a mixture of surprise and amusement. Realizing she had made an error, Pixie felt embarrassed, but Robo and the kids quickly reassured her. They explained that mistakes happen to all of us and it's important to learn from them. Together they all corrected Pixie's mistake, drawing the missing parts of the lion and making sure the cat looked just right. From that day on, Pixie paid extra attention to detail, double-checking her work to avoid similar mix. She even developed a system to keep track of the different features of the animals she had drawn, ensuring that each one was represented accurately in her paintings. The news of Robo and Pixie's magical abilities spread far and wide, attracting the attention of curious onlookers and eager art enthusiasts. People from all over came to the park to witness the incredible sight of a robot and a paintbrush bringing drawings to life. Amazement filled the crowd as they watched the menagerie of animals and fantastic creatures playfully interacting with each other and their human companions. Children gasped with delight as a playful puppy bounded toward them, its tail wagging furiously. They giggled uncontrollably as a flock of colorful parrots squawked and mimicked their laughter. Even the most skeptical adults couldn't help but smile at the sheer wonder of it all. As the crowds grew larger, Robo and Pixie knew they needed to take extra precautions to keep everyone safe. Pixie's paint had a tendency to attract anything she drew, and it could become overwhelming when too many people were present. To ensure the safety and enjoyment of all, Robo and Pixie decided to limit the number of participants in each session. This way they could continue sharing their magic without causing chaos or harm. One day, a group of older kids approached Robo and Pixie, unimpressed by what they saw. "This is just a bunch of childish nonsense," one of them scoffed. "There's no real magic here, just cheap tricks." Hurt by their words, Robo and Pixie felt disheartened. The joy that had once filled their sessions seemed to fade, replaced by a heavy silence. However, instead of letting the negativity get to them, Robo and Pixie decided to prove the doubters wrong. They knew that true magic lay not in impressing others, but in the joy and wonder they brought to those who believed in them. So they continued sharing their gift with anyone who had a kind and open heart, letting the beauty of their creations speak for itself. In time, word got out about the robot in the paintbrush who brought drawings to life. People started coming from all over to experience the magic for themselves. Among them were teachers and students from a local art school. Captivated by what they saw, the art students eagerly approached Robo and Pixie, hoping to learn more about their process. Eager to share their knowledge, Robo and Pixie welcomed the students, guiding them as they drew and brought their creations to life. The students, in turn, shared their artistic techniques and ideas, contributing to the ever-growing collection of imaginative creatures that populated the park. The event was a huge success, attracting a large crowd of awestruck spectators. During the exhibition, a famous inventor and robotics expert named Dr. Gearshift happened to pass by and stumbled upon the extraordinary display. The event was a huge success, attracting a large crowd of intrigue by what he saw. He approached Robo, eager to learn more about his unique abilities. Impressed by Robo's kindness, intelligence, and creativity, Dr. Gearshift offered him a place in his Museum of Extraordinary Inventions. Overjoyed by the prospect of sharing their magic with even more people, Robo and Pixie eagerly accepted the invitation. With the help of Dr. Gearshift, Robo and Pixie moved to the museum, where they became the stars of a new exhibit. Children and adults alike marveled at the sight of a robot and a paintbrush working together to bring drawings to life. Inspired by Robo and Pixie, visitors to the museum began sharing their own artwork, which the magical duo brought to life, further enriching the exhibit. The museum became a hub of creativity, where imagination knew no bounds, and the power of friendship and teamwork was celebrated. So the next time you see a robot or a paintbrush, remember that together they can create something truly magical. Inspiring others to dream big, embrace creativity, and never stop believing in the power of imagination. If you enjoyed this whimsical tale of Robo and Pixie, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to hear more stories about robots and AI, click the link below to start exploring.